when I first saw the platform and talked to Linus about it, it was I had a very kind of bifurcated response. On the one hand, I was astounded that any company was doing this because it involved a huge amount of work. It involved mobilizing the expertise of multiple people with languages that are not widely spoken in Sweden or other countries, languages of immigrant communities, and enabling curriculum content to be expressed orally and in written form through those languages. So it was, it's gone way beyond anything else that I've seen. And so I was astounded at that and positively astounded. On the other hand, the other aspect was, well, of course, this is the obvious thing you've got to do. This is what the research is saying you've got to do. If a student comes in and at age 13 or 14 and doesn't know Swedish or English in the Canadian context, the level, the cognitive and linguistic level of the curriculum in Swedish is at an extremely high level. It's going to be extremely hard for them to gain the content knowledge, gain the Swedish skills that they need to graduate in the time that they have available, unless we can accelerate that process. So how do we accelerate it? Well, we provide the content in their first language. We provide multimodal support, which enables them to kind of see and hear the content being expressed in very clear ways. And we make the link to Swedish so that students can start off in their first language. As they're learning Swedish, they will gradually increase their exposure to this content either orally or in written form or both in Swedish. And so you've got a smooth transition across languages. And where the first language is being used as a resource of foundation for acquiring the second language. And this is so obvious. This is what the research is saying, that there's a positive connection across languages, that the stronger a student's first language develops, the better they're going to do in Swedish. So it's exactly what the research is saying, and it's an obvious thing to do. But for a company to have almost foolishness to think that this was possible, and to take the long-term view that we can do this, and we will invest the money to do this without being worried about immediate economic gain from this, I think was quite remarkable, because I've been involved in helping develop a variety of different curriculum programs, not just in terms of teaching English, but in content areas too. I've provided some of the English as a second language focus on that. And a lot of companies or a lot of programs will try to acknowledge the first language, but they will have maybe some glossary support in the first language, but it's minimal compared to what Binogi and Studia have done. And so I think what you've done is exploit the possibilities of a digital platform in ways that nobody else has done. And so, congratulations.
If you have any more questions, contact us at support@binogi.se, and don't forget to subscribe.